So this month we've been working on this idea of love, of opening ourselves up to moving with loving intention, of seeing the world through the eyes of loving awareness. And so this is going to finish that theme. And then next week we'll start ourselves on a new theme. So I thought for today that we're going to kind of open ourselves up to the physical elements. So the heart chakra, the chest is that space of love, compassion, and kindness. So our poses, our shapes that we take today are going to be centered around opening up the shoulders and the heart and just noticing how sometimes this may happen. We kind of like, even in our poses, when we're sitting, we kind of round in. And this is naturally like a mode of protection. Our shoulders round in to protect our vital organs in the front of our body. So as we find ourselves in a space like a room that you're in right now, practicing yoga, acknowledge that you are safe, open your heart, and allow yourself to be open to receive through the practice today. So let's find our seat and see if first and foremost we can find that space of opening the heart on a physical level today. Close your eyes. Feel yourself sit tall. Tune into your breath. Be here now. Notice what comes up, whether it's physical sensations in the body or thoughts in the mind, and know that you do not have to entertain it. You don't have to feed it. You don't have to converse with it. You can just let it come up, and you can also just let it go. Your challenge, your task is to see how present you can be, all parts of you in the here and the now. This practice is here to hold space for the process of remembering the true self beyond the layers of, as we call it in yoga, Maya or illusion, beyond the stories of the mind. Please bring your hands together in front of your heart and center yourself in your intention. What are you here to practice? Why are you here today? I want this intention to be something that you will remember and come back to over and over again, so that as the mind slips, as we forget, you compassionately allow yourself to also remember. Please bow your head to your heart, and in deep gratitude and connection and awareness, we say namaste. Palms together, straighten the arms up to the sky as we inhale. Open your arms like a V. Lift your chest, open your heart. Lower your right hand down, reach your left arm up and overhead. Bend at your left elbow, bring your left hand to the back of your head, and then lean into it. Rotate your heart to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, left elbow crosses the body, comes down and taps the right knee. Inhale, open up back to that bent elbow, heart to sky. Exhale, elbow across, tapping opposite knee. One more time. Inhale, peel, open to receive. Exhale, tap down. Notice your limitations, where you hold yourself back. One more time. Peel, open. Go a little further than you did the first 3 times. Reach the arm again alongside the ear. Let your head be neutral. Rise all the way up. We're going to twist to the left. Bring the left hand behind you, the right hand to the left knee. Sit tall. And again, can you think about that opening of your heart? And then twist a little bit more. Sitting tall and remembering the true essence. Slowly unwind, circle arms out and up, come back to center, reach up. Other side, lower down through the left hand, reach your right arm up and overhead. Ground through your sit bones, bend your right elbow, bring your hand to the back of your head, and then rotate up. So feeling that right elbow reach further to the space behind you, look up, inhale. Exhale, curl in, fold in, elbow comes down to opposite knee to tap. Inhale, open up. Exhale, down to tap, completing the breath as you pose. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tap it down. Back to the opening, again, a little further than you did the first 3 times. Feel it. Reach the arm overhead. Inhale to center all the way up. And we twist to the right, right hand behind you, left hand to right knee. Now I sometimes notice that that front arm that's crossing the body, the shoulder curls in. So keep pulling it back, keep lifting your heart. Lots of reminders into the heart space today. Keep twisting. Good. Inhale, unwind, come to center, reach up. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lift through the heart, soften the muscles of your neck. See if you can really soften. Inhale, reach up. Let's bring our hands down, roll over our shins, and we're going to come up onto our knees, and our feet are tucked under here. We're going to reach our arms all the way up to the sky as we inhale. Palms face forward. And as you exhale, circle the arms, bend the elbows, lift the heart up, lean back, press your hips forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lean back, lift your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach up, arms are facing forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lift your heart. Now let your arms circle all the way back and let them hang to the space behind you. If you have the space in your body, they might be able to touch your heels, and they don't have to. Hands can continue to just hang down As you intentionally lift your heart, circle the arms back and then up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Cat's pose. Chin to chest, round your back. Find your tabletop where you feel spacious and comfortable. Inhale into a cow. Exhale into a downward facing dog, please. Inhale back into tabletop and cow. Exhale, untuck your toes, cat pose, bottom to heels, child's pose. Rise back up, tabletop toes tuck, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more through the little flow. Inhale, tabletop to cow. Arch your spine, lift your chin, open your heart. Untuck toes, round back, cat pose, press bottom to heels, child's. Back up, tabletop cow, arching the spine, creating malleability, softness. Downward facing dog. Take a moment to enjoy the sweetness of this downward facing dog. Feel yourself in the space where you can ground through your feet and lift through your hips. Where you can feel your heart pressing back towards the tops of your thighs. And although you are tuning into that area of strength, it's not forced. It's this mindful participation between your body, your breath, and your awareness of the moment. And go ahead and lift your heels, look to your hands, and tippy toe your way to the top of your mat, finding a forward fold. Take a half lift, inhale, hands slide up, shin, shoulders pull back. Exhale, fold. Twice more, half lift, slow breath, calming and cooling to the nervous system. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, as we fold, we're bringing our left hand to the center. We're bending our left knee. If you have a block, you can place it under your left hand. Lift your right arm to the sky. It's always helpful if you need to pop up onto the tips of those left fingers. And then everybody see if you can wrap your right hand behind your back. And then if you can wrap it behind your back, can you reach those fingers to that upper left thigh? Continue to breathe. Open your heart on a physical and emotional level as you practice here. Go ahead and unwind your right arm back up. Big stretch. Forward fold. Halfway lift. As you fold, right hand to the center of your mat, a bend in your right knee. Again, tips of the fingers give you a couple extra inches. Twisting, reaching the left arm to the sky. Blocks are helpful too. And then wrap your left hand behind your back. And maybe it just stays here where the back of the hand touches the sternum, the sacrum, the low back. Or maybe you can wrap it around so that you can feel that upper right thigh. Twist and lean, open your heart. Receive the messages, the breath, the moment. Let's go ahead and reach our left arm back up. Forward fold. Half lift. Refold. Calm breath in and out of the nose. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Right hand around left wrist, lean right, exhale. Inhale to center. Lean left, exhale. Inhale to center. Circle your arms down, bring your hands together behind your back. Roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, inhale. And then exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, lift the hands up. Lift through the fronts of your shoulders and bow inward. Tune in to the breath as it flows through the body, as it brings life in. As you lift through those hands, can you also lift through your shoulders, peeling them up and back? Soften your neck. Good. Stay folding forward. Bring your hands to your low back. Release them as you bend your knees and reach your arms forward and up. Chair pose. Slowly stay here. Find another inhale. And as we exhale, we're just going to keep our knees bent, reach your arms back, and bow your heart a little bit forward. Inhale, rise, chair. Exhale, arms sweep forward, down, and back. Knees stay bent. Pull your heart forward. One more. Inhale, up to chair. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. 3 breaths to just stand. These moments of pausing are when we really bring in that true balance to the nervous system. Circle the arms out and up, inhale. Allow yourself to move freely, fold forward, exhale. Lift halfway, please breathe in. Fold forward, hands down, left foot back, left knee down, arms up, low lunge. Elbows bend, heart opens. I'm going to give a couple choices. I want you to find what works best for you. 1 is stay here. 2 is bring your hands together behind you. Weave the fingers together. Slide the knuckles down and lift the heart. 3 is to see if you can bend your elbows and bring your hands to opposite elbows behind you. And then lift your heart, your gaze. Wherever you are, I want you to see if you can feel the physical and energetic heart opening. Bring awareness into what you are doing in the present moment. And notice how you're showing up in strength. And then I also ask you to see, how can you soften? Let's unwind our arms, reach them out and up. Exhale the left hand down, the right arm up, the left knee up, we twist. Big back strokes with your right arm. Really big, dramatic, feel good, free back strokes. Find the space to breathe into it. Come once again where the arm is upright. Lower the right hand down. Let's step the right foot back and take downward facing dog. Inhale our way forward, plank pose. Exhale down to the earth. Untuck your toes, lighten your hands, rise up to cobra. Now I want you to really feel something, everybody. So as we come down, go slow. Pull your shoulders back, 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 back. Feel your heart come forward as you come down. Let's try it again. Press into the tops of your feet. Elbows stay bent. Lift up. Exhale. Pull your shoulders back, back, back. Lower from your heart. One more time. Roll your shoulders back, lift up. Exhale, pull back through your shoulders, down through your heart. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. And then from the space of love, love through your body, move through that leg. Circle your leg out. Remember that you can drop your right knee if you wish to take this in a tabletop. Again, we can notice the internal dialogue, the thoughts, the stories, without having to go there. Re-extend your left leg, heel is reaching up, inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, find your waist, step your left foot forward, lower your right knee down, arms to the sky, inhale. Soften your front toes, bend at the elbows, lift your heart. Keeping the back of the neck long through any variation that you take. You can stay here or bring your hands together behind you. Roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. You can stay there or see if you can reach hands to opposite elbows. Lift your heart. All I ask you to do is observe the relationship to the moment that you are in. Are you here with it? Circle your arms out and up. Inhale. Left hand stays up, right hand comes down. We twist open to the left. right knee off the earth. Start to back stroke some big loving circles through that top arm. Really go for the lean. Check in with the mobility of your spine, the openness of your heart. Come to the space where the left arm is up. Lower the hand down. Step into a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And then let's bring the hands together behind our back again, weaving fingers together. Fold. I want you to press the weight into your heels and into the balls of your feet and see if you can pick your toes up off of the earth. See if you can keep lifting your shoulders, opening your heart and bowing down. And bring your hands down to your low back and then slowly come all the way up to standing. Circle the arms out and up. Inhale. Now, as your arms are overhead, here's what I want you to do. Bring the tips of your fingers together. You can look at your hands if you need to, or look at me. So we've got space in our palms as if we were holding a ball here. And then bend your elbows, push through the tips of your fingers, and lift your heart. Push through the tips of your fingers. Now draw your chin slightly in towards your chest as you lift through your heart. Push through the tips of your fingers. We're leaning back, everybody. We're leaning back. We're finding that edge. Inhale, rise up, palms to touch. Prayer, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. As we rise up, we're going to bring our right knee with us. One leg mountain. Stay here. We're standing on the left foot. Our arms are up. Now, if the mind is wandering and running all around, then the nervous system and the body are going to be trying to catch that, and it'll be harder to balance. Now, keep your leg up, and can you bring your hands together behind your back? Now, let's take this into a warrior three, bringing our right leg back. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you have the space to lift your foot a little higher, draw your heart a little more forward. Remember that you can do hard things. You can do things that make you uncomfortable. You can do things that are new and you've never done them before. The mind might tell you otherwise, but you're capable and strong. Step all the way to the back of your mat. Release your hands. Drop your right heel, warrior two. So often the place where we get locked up is in the mind. Allow yourself to break free from the shackles of the prison of your mind. Take your right hand, wrap it behind your back, and reverse your warrior. One of my teachers always says we can't think our way out of a prison made by thought. So just notice, how will you practice letting go? Okay, keep the bind, straighten your left leg. Bring your left hand down to your left shin, bound in this triangle pose. Right hand is still wrapping behind your back. Roll your shoulder back. Unwind your right arm to the sky. Spread your fingers. Feel as if the back of your hand is trying to magnetize to the space behind you. Great. Rise all the way up, star pose. Pivot left toes in. Exhale, fold forward. Stay in your fold. Readjust your feet as you need to. See if you can keep the space from your hips down to your feet neutral. Take your left hand, bring it over to your right calf, ankle, or outer foot. Drop your head. See if you can wrap your right hand behind your back as you take this folded twist. Slowly unwind that side. Find center first. And then switch sides. Bring your right hand around your left leg. Wrap your left hand behind your back. And twist. Peel, lean, and trust. Unwrap the hand from behind the back, wide legs, standing fold. Just fold to the center of your legs. Breathe in and out of your nose. Be calm, be still, be present. Walk yourself back towards your left foot. Plant your palms. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Exhale down. Let's stretch our shoulders, please. Scoot to the right side of your mat. Extend your left arm out. Palm is face down. Roll to the outer left shoulder. Right shoulder, excuse me. Whichever arm you start on, it doesn't matter. Just stay where you are. Take your top hand, lift it up, and then wrap it behind your back. Couple more breaths. Feel the physical heart again opening up a little bit more. Go ahead and unwind from this side, nice and slow. Feel as you roll out of the shoulder. Draw it in, scoot yourself over to the opposite side of your mat. Extend your maybe left arm if you're on that side with me. And then roll to the outer shoulder. Reach your top arm up. Wrap it behind your back. Good. Reach your top arm up. As slow as you can, unwind back onto belly. Place yourself in the center of your mat. And let's take a cobra pose. Press into your hands and the tops of your feet. Lift your heart. Shoulders back. Exhale down. Downward facing dog, please. Right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Start to move through your right leg. Draw circles, loving movements. Re-extend the leg, three-leg dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, step right foot forward. Rotate left heel down, rise up, warrior two. Extend the arms. Feel the breath from the heart radiating out the tips of your fingers. Take your left hand, wrap it behind your back, flip your right palm up and lean back, reverse warrior. Maintain the integrity of the legs, of that front knee bending and drawing out towards the pinky toe side of your foot. So because we're not in a room together, you have to notice if you're buckling that leg in and you have to correct. Straighten your right leg, bring your right hand down to your right shin, bound triangle. Reach your left arm to the sky, triangle pose. Feel as if the back of your hand is gravitating again to the space behind you. Reach, reach, reach. We're going to come all the way up into a reverse warrior. And a little bit of a different unwind here. Back into warrior two. Now, can you pivot onto the ball of your back foot so that you're now facing the short edge of your mat? What you do with your arms, really what you do with everything is your choice, but maybe bring your hands together behind your back. And can you take it into that warrior three? Left leg lifting, heart comes forward. And then together, one leg mountain, arms up, left knee up. Foot down, hands to heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Good. Let's go ahead and release our hands, open our eyes, shake your arms out, roll your shoulders, drop your chin to your chest, sort of roll your head and your neck. And then reach your arms out like a T, a bend at your elbows. Inhale. Exhale, cross the arms, right arm on top. Hug yourself, curl and round in. Inhale, peel all the way open. Lift your chest, your chin, your heart. Exhale, find the hug, left arm on top. Really, can you get your hands to your shoulder blades? Let's go a couple more times. Peel it open, some malleability, flexibility in our spine. Exhale, right arm on top. How tight can you grip, squeeze, round, open. Hug, left arm on top. One more each side. Open, be open. Right arm on top. Last one, open. Left arm on top. Open up again, up, 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 open. A bend in your elbows, a lift in your heart. And then release your hands down by your hips. I want you to look at your feet and heel toe your feet into mountain pose. So all 10 toes are facing forward. Your heels are under your hip bones. Your palms face forward. And I want you to feel yourself. So close your eyes if you can, please. Put a little bend in your knees, not too much, not even anything that anyone would be able to see, but you can feel that you're no longer locking your knees. And I want you to feel yourself standing really firmly grounded here and open in your heart. Yet you're also somewhat soft. So if someone were to kind of push you, you wouldn't fall down in one solid piece. You would be able to just kind of flow with it. And this Tadasana, this mountain pose, this is the representation of standing in our own truth. So I ask you to recognize the truth that lies in the center of your heart, the remembering, the offering that you make to yourself in this practice. And then go ahead and just soften out of this, open your eyes and come down to your back. So that mountain pose is such a beautiful way to just ground ourselves sometimes. If we're feeling like we're running all over the place, whether it's physically or mentally, let yourself just stand. Maybe take your shoes off. Go stand in the grass in your yard or in a park. Let's hug our knees into our chest. Start to draw some circles through the hips. Sometimes we easily forget the power of the elements and we get so lost in consume, searching. Just be in the moment. Be present, be still. Let's take a figure 4, please. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, thread your hands to the back of your left hamstring. Use the strength of the left leg to hug it in towards you. Let's straighten our left leg up and then start to draw some circles through your left ankle. Slowly soften the left knee, bend, release that leg. Take the second side. Right ankle or left ankle over right knee. Hands to the back of the right hamstring. Hug them in towards you. Not fighting sensation, not trying to avoid it, just looking at it. Developing this relationship where you can greet it and just go, huh. Recognize that so much of how we do everything is just based on perception. And if that felt right to you to straighten the leg, then go ahead and do so with the right leg and draw some circles through your ankle. And then go ahead and release. And I'd like to leave the space open for everybody to take their own form of a spinal twist. So some of us like the knees together and to drop them as one unit. I've mentioned before, my favorite one is to extend one leg long, drop one leg over. Extend out for a couple breaths. Find yourself back in center. And then switch sides. Find yourself unwinding. Come back onto your back. Acknowledge if there's any final movements that you need to take. And then extend yourself out. Allow yourself to be. Find a final cleansing breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And when this final space is where we fully surrender and release, I encourage you to see if you can find the space between the thoughts. Again, knowing that the presence of the thoughts is just fine. It's not about whether or not they show up. So just accept them. The practice lies in what do we do with them? Do we stress? Do we worry? Or do we just kind of let them come and let them go? Acknowledge that we'll take care of whatever it is when the time comes. Acknowledge that most of the stuff that we spend our time worrying about never even happens. And remembering that makes it a practice of compassion. Just be here now. Let yourself feel soft. Relax any worry lines on the face. Acknowledge the sounds around you is just the essence of the divine, the world at play, the lila, the dance. Stay still if you can. Take an inhale. Open mouth. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Take a sigh in relief through your breath. Bend your knees so that you allow yourself to roll onto one side. And then from there, let's roll around together, please, and come up and take a seat. And then see if you can come back to that very first place where we sat tall. Really tall through our spine. Really soft. With our heart physically, energetically open to give and to receive. Keep sitting tall. Keep breathing. Stay present and connected to the moment you are in. Another minute to just be here now. Before we scoot out of practice and into other activities, can we just be here? Hands come to meet in front of the heart. Remember when you set that intention in the beginning of your practice. Maybe here you seal it in, or maybe here you set another intention as you move forward off the mat and into the day. We recognize that whatever that intention is, the idea is that it is centered in bringing us home and helping us to remember our true self. In love and light, we bow our hearts to one another. Namaste. Namaste.